Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a video just for fun, and this is going to be all about how I did my makeup when I was in high school. This was hilarious for me looking back at old photos at how crazy my makeup looked. I loved makeup ever since I was little, so it was always fun for me to play with different stuff. I remember just like looking at stuff in the drugstore and just trying out tons of different things. So I tried to remember the best of my ability of what I used to use. I feel like I look crazy right now talking on camera. You can see I didn't do my brows or anything. So just a little disclaimer, this is obviously just for fun. I like to see how I used to do it compared to how much I've improved now. So there's no right or wrong way. If you like to do your makeup like this, then more power to you. This is just me showing you what I used to do, and it's much different than how I do my makeup now. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. Just to preface, here is a few photos of me just to show you in comparison. This is really weird for me to show. I'm 23 now and almost 24, so this was quite a long time ago for me. So I always use the Bare Minerals matte foundation. This is what I used. It's a powder foundation. I actually still have one. This is bad. I probably shouldn't have makeup that's this old, but whatever. I still had some in my collection, so I'm just going to use it for this video. I don't exactly remember using any particular concealer. A lot of times in my pictures I needed some concealer, especially under my eyes, and I never used it, so I'm just going to do a little bit on the acne marks that I have. This is just my Coastal Scents Camouflage concealer palette. I definitely did not have something like this when I was in high school, but I can't remember the concealer that I used. I have a feeling it was like a stick one from the drugstore or something like that. I definitely did not do anything like lighter concealer under the eyes. There was no contouring, there was no bronzing, there was no highlighting. Or no, I did use bronzer, but definitely not contouring the right way. So for the Bare Minerals matte foundation, it has this little sifter thing, so I always would pour it into the cap. I don't really remember what brush that I used. I use the e.l.f. powder brush when I do mineral or powder foundation. I know I did not have this brush then. I don't remember what brush that I used. Probably some like old random powder brush that probably was meant for blush or something, but so I'm just going to be using this today. I actually do really recommend this foundation. If you prefer mineral foundation, or if you are in high school or just really young, I think this is an excellent option because it's not going to clog your pores. This was the only thing I could really wear with my skin that wouldn't irritate my skin. It actually has really good coverage for being a mineral foundation. Okay, now I used to put bronzer like all over my face. The tanner I was, the better. I was super dark. I tanned in the tanning bed. It was awful. And it was shimmery bronzer too. So the closest one I could find I had in my collection was this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. And I'm pretty sure I used something very similar to this. I think it was the CoverGirl one now that I think about it. I'm just going to use a Sigma powder brush because I remember using a big brush like this. I probably used this one because this was the very first kit that I got, was the Sigma like 12-piece brush set or something, and they're still lasting me like because I take care of them. I used to put it all on my forehead. I kind of did the 3C thing, but it was more like I was applying face powder, like it was bad. Not blended into the hairline at all. And literally all over my forehead. Like I remember actually putting it all over my forehead. Which was somewhat right. You want to put it where the sun hits you, but you definitely don't want to use a brush this big. Okay, I'm just going to keep rolling with it even though I look silly. I look like I have like a big brown spot right there. I did not do blush. I did not do highlighter. None of that. Literally just shimmery bronzer. I also did not do my brows, so we're saving time and products here. I'm just going to comb them for the sake of this video and left it at that. Did not fill them in. I had on dramatic eye makeup sometimes and no brows. It was awful. Like that's the worst part of how I did my makeup, is I skipped my brows totally. And they looked this wimpy and pathetic. So we're just going to go with it. I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. I definitely did not use a primer. Didn't know about primers. Wish that I did though. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in Pride. This is the only thing I could find that had some like intense navy blue and white shimmery. I remember using those two types of colors in particular. But I don't remember exactly what kind of palette that I used. I have a feeling it was like a CoverGirl one. I'm going to use the sponge tip applicators because I probably used these then too. So here's a big challenge. So I'm first going to take the navy blue one and put this on my lid. I'm pretty sure I put these dark colors right on my lid. This is so bad. I'm pretty sure I probably had some kind of brush that I blended with, but we'll just keep going with this. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm holding this because there's tons of fallout. But when I look at pictures, it's like all navy blue all the time. Or brown. I did a lot of like brown smoky eyes. I'm just going to flip it over so I can actually blend a little bit. This is bad. Like I cannot blend. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to take the little brush that comes with it and put the shimmery white all over my brow bone. I remember having like shimmery color all over the top here, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh gosh, this is like everywhere. pick up a little bit of the matte. I don't know if it was white, but it was probably like a skin tone color, but I just remember it always usually being shimmery. I cannot stand my brows right now. Like, I just want to fix them really bad. I'm pretty sure I did not follow the whole darker in the crease thing. I don't think I even knew about the right way to apply eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure I just put a color like all over my lid. Alright, we're gonna leave this unblended like this because that's probably how I left it. Okay, now for eyeliner. It looks so silly right now. I'm going to use the Studio Gear. This is the Midnight Blue eyeliner pencil. I always use pencil, and it was always like a color, whether if it was brown or navy blue. I think I remember using CoverGirl. I liked CoverGirl a lot back then. Like, that's pretty much the only brand that I would use. And I did not wing it out. I just did it all over my eye pretty much. So I'm just going to line the top. And I took it all the way into the middle. No concept of this closing off my small almond eyes. Yep, I even went on the inside, on the inner corner. I probably had raccoon eyes by the end of the day. I also put it on the inner rim, which you guys know is something I rarely do now. This is one thing that I talked about in my common makeup mistakes video. If you guys want to check that out, it's pretty similar to like everything I'm doing today because I didn't know what I was doing back then. And who did in high school? That's why this is fun. That video, I talk a lot about these things of like things I learned about applying makeup, like not ringing your eyes with eyeliner, things like that. Okay, I think I remember sometimes smudging it with a Q-tip, but just keep going with it like this. Okay, we're looking close. I look really, really creepy right now. I look like my eyes are sunken into my head and so small, and I have no eyebrows. I did curl my lashes. At least I did that part right, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, I remember using the CoverGirl Lash Blast Mascara, the orange one. That was like the best one when it came out. I don't think I have that one on hand, so I'm just gonna use my Maybelline Lash Sensational because I really like this mascara. But I have some pretty long, thick lashes in those photos. I'm gonna do my lips. I remember using like somewhat clear lip glosses. Not clear, but they had a little bit of tint. So the closest thing I could find, this is actually really old out of my collection, is the Revlon Color Burst lip gloss. This one is in Peony. This just looks like a shimmery coral, so I'm just going to put this all over my lips. In the photos, I can tell I'm definitely wearing gloss, and it looks to be a hair tinted, but not like the really thick liquid lipsticks like we have now. I don't feel like my cheeks are bronzed enough. Like, I remember having actual bronzer like on my cheekbones. And now we're looking like 15-year-old Gina. So that is it for my video on how I did my makeup in high school. I would love to hear what you guys did. I think it's hilarious. And please also tag me like on Instagram or Twitter and stuff. You can send me your photos if you have any photos to share with me. Or just tell me in the comments some of the products or the things that you used to do that were funny. I think it's funny how makeup has changed. Make sure to head over to the blog post that goes with this video. It'll be the first link down below. I'll have links to all these products that I used, even though I don't exactly recommend them together in this way, but I'll link you guys to the products. I'll also have photos and stuff on there if you want to see some weird pictures of me and my weird selfies with my crazy makeup at 15 and 16 years old. I do still have the giveaway going on where you can win a huge Coastal Scents brush set, lots of different makeup palettes and stuff. I will leave that video link down below if you want to enter, as well as my blog sale. I still have a few items left over on there, so they're going pretty quickly. So I'll have that link down below if you want to purchase anything from my stash when I was doing like a declutter. That's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Bye everyone. Hey everyone, today I'm doing another products I used up video, or MGs. I've been doing these a whole lot recently because I'm really trying to go through some products and use things up. I do still